Welcome to this breathwork journey, Rooted. This is a powerful descent into the energetic gate of Yesod. In the Egyptian alchemic map of the body, Yesod is the foundation. It's the realm where the ancient warriors met themselves, which is what you are going to do today. This is a deep breath work without guidance. This is about meeting yourself where your desire and illusion are currently in conflict. This was the battle of the ancient warrior, to ascend desire through love so that it is no longer lustful or needy. It is through the fires of initiation into a higher consciousness where it is about union, where it is the divine ache coming into fruition as your soul's true path, a life fully lived, your impact fully created, be it romantic, physical. There's no stories anymore. You are not guided by the mind. You are not in separation. You are guided by the soul's fire. You are reborn in devotion. Through this breath work, you will be reborn through devotion, through finding that love in your heart, through seeing the stories and surrendering them, through really understanding the meaning of rooted. I filmed a YouTube video this week, which I will include with this recording, about how this term to root a woman has been distorted. The separation of the mind is when our masculine energy is in distortion, when it is not holding a safe container for the feminine energy to create through love, and seeking outside of ourselves for that security, seeking a job, money, a person, anything to feel rooted, when that root comes from ourselves, through ourselves, in our connection to divine energy, to unconditional love. In this breath work, we will find the unconditional love in the ascending rhythm of the breath work, interspaced with retentions that I will also guide you through. When you do desire something, when you feel a longing for something, and you get into a loop of not receiving it, this is where we utilize the experience of breathwork to fully surrender, to learn that yes, the body has a primal instinct to need a breath, but the soul has no breath. The soul is pure consciousness. You will come out of the world as you went in with no body, no personality, no ego mind. You simply are. And we find that beautiful peacefulness in these retentions. You will learn to overcome the discomfort of primal desire that turns love into lust, that turns the divine longing into neediness. And you will learn to let go, to trust. In this journey, you will remember the soul's original promise, that sacred original promise, to become whatever it is you are seeking in anything outside of yourself, to become an energy like it already is, the primary theory of manifestation. You do not attract what you want, you attract who you are. But we fight ourselves in this place, in our 3D reality, because we are programmed by all the beliefs that make us need and want from a place of lack. And it's hard to get past those thoughts because they're unconscious, they're subconscious. So in this journey, we bypass the mind and its thoughts by rooting into the body, Even if in that root we find the pain, the ache, the frustration of the repetition, and we meet it there, we be with it. We do not go into the mind to analyze it. We do not go into affirmations to try and rewrite it. We simply allow it to neutralize. We allow that energy to dissipate. We bring the body back into harmony, into balance. Simply through the breath, we transmute. So today we are going to let the breath become the vessel that carries us upward through the shadows of Yesod, through the breaking open of your heart into the higher octaves of consciousness where love becomes form. So, are you ready to let go of the stories and root into your becoming? The contraindications for this breath work are any pregnancy, any terminal illness, any serious cancer, any epilepsy, any heart arrhythmia. Did I say pregnancy? Any of those things, just continue to breathe in the rhythm as I guide the breath holds. So don't do the breath holds. For everybody, you may feel dizzy, you may feel tingling in your fingers, you may feel a coldness behind the nose. I invite you to just surrender to what you feel. Do not bring the mind into it. Just continue to breathe into a rhythm. If the rhythm ascension becomes uncomfortable, simply drop back to the rhythm that you were at previously. We're going to be moving through 4 by 8, 4 by 4, and 2 by 2. And we will begin and end in beautiful meditations. We will be here for about an hour. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Make sure that you are undisturbed, that you are comfortable. I recommend sitting up for this breath work because of the increase in breath rhythm. Yeah, I think that's us. Let's do this. Okay, so begin to find a comfortable position. Just relax into your body, let your shoulders let go, your jaw let go. Feel the vibration of the music moving through your cells. Feel yourself as if you were the ocean, waves rolling in and out. And as that vibration rolls through your body, become aware of the energetic gate of Yesod in your root, the furnace of God's longing. Feel that center of energy there. Set intention to transmute the energy there through love in this breath work. Even now, begin to feel that love in your heart as we meditate for a few moments before the breath work begins. When the breath work begins, you will hear my brief direction, and you Let's begin. You are going to begin breathing in for 4,